Go to my shot.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Pauline Prior Court at the Nottingham Wildcats Arena for NBL Division 1 action between the 2 and 7 Nottingham McDonald's Hoods and the 2 and 6 Essex Rebels. Essex completing their long road weekend doubleheader, having been in Newcastle yesterday where they fell to a 100-85 point loss to Newcastle. Most of the damage done for Essex in the second quarter, where Newcastle took a 16-point lead into locker room on the back of a 34-13 second quarter. Both teams missing a couple of key players this afternoon for the Hoods, missing out of Laratus Juffa, their starting centre, averaging 8 points a game. And as for the Essex Rebels, they're missing second leading scorer Sam Newman. Both teams heading towards their bench as they get ready for tip-off. Starting lineups for this afternoon are yet to come in, so we'll bring those to you as both teams head out onto court. But some of the names to watch out for here this afternoon: Essex's captain Jordan Gray, leading scorer for the Rebels at 12 points per game, along with 3 assists. And inside, the combination of Lee Hodges and Ethan Price for the Rebels. Ethan Price in his last year before heading out to the US, the Ipswich Academy product, averaging just under 11 points per game, shooting 53% from the floor, 7 rebounds a game in 23 minutes. And Ethan, one of numerous former Ipswich players in this lineup for the Rebels. As for Nottingham, Victor Ollerin leading all scorers, averaging 23.7 points per game, 6.7 rebounds and 3.1 steals a game. For the Hoods guard, also shooting just a tad under 60% on the season. But really, talking with Coach Ben Stanley before the game, he was looking for his supporting cast to help even more, and really wanted to see the ball flowing, something he felt like his side struggled with last weekend against Loughborough and Thames Valley as the Hoods fell to back-to-back losses. And it looks like both teams are now coming out onto court. For Essex, it will be wearing 10 Rory Winter, 5 Tom Child, 7 Jordan Gray, 1 Ethan Price and 12 is Joshua Moore. For the Hoods, wearing 9 Bruce Adeji, 17 Sami Bayu, 11 Manpreet Hundal, getting a rare start, 0 Victor Ollerin and 20 Kieran Wright. So Hoods starting with a small ball lineup this afternoon. And both teams just about ready to get us underway in what is a crucial game for both sides as they look to climb into the playoff places. Both teams currently only the 1 win behind the 8th place Reading Rockets, who are in action this afternoon at home to the Oaklands Wolves, where they lead by 10 in the start of the 4th quarter. And with everyone taking the knee for their continued support of the Black Lives Movement matter, we are underway. Jump ball where no one tips it, but eventually tipped away, and Kieran Wright will get the Hoods offense set, and the pass between Bayou, and Wright bounces off Kieran Wright's knee, and Rebels will have a sideline ball to start the afternoon. It'll be Rory Winter that will inbound the ball and get the Rebels underway. Gray off the Spanish pick and roll action gets the foul. Victor Ollerin, I believe, will be called for the foul. We'll see. Yeah, it's 0 Victor Ollerin, and immediately Essex into pick and roll, and Hood's not stopping the ball, and Victor Ollerin just a little bit too slow on the weak side. And the fouls have been a concern for Coach Ben Stanley in recent weeks, as Jordan Gray airballs the free throw. But yeah, fouls. Victor Ollerin coming in, averaging 3.5 fouls a game, and Coach Ben Stanley joked before, said it would be nice to try and keep teams off the line as Ollerin drives, kicks out to the right wing. Kieran Wright, 3 is good. And Kieran Wright really starting to find his feet on the season, having missed out on the first half of action. Ethan Price gets the ball inside from Winter, and the little baby hook from Ethan Price is good. And Rebels' first field goal of the afternoon puts them into an early 4-3 lead, as Ollerin takes the elbow jump shot. It's a little off. Rebound pulled in by Bayou. Wright working the pick and roll. Pass again off a Hood's knee. This time Ollerin, and Rebels pushing in transition. And Joshua Moore fouled on the drive by Manpreet Hundal, and Rebels are back to the line for the second time. Joshua Moore shooting 76% from the line on the season. And Moore converts them both, so an early 3-point lead for the visitors. Essex in almost a matchup zone. Wright pulls another 3, this time cannot connect. Wright currently shooting only 25% from 3, but as I said earlier, just getting back into action. It's his only 4th game of the season. Rebels hand off back to Winter. Finds Child, right wing 3 is a little long, but rebound pulled in by Joshua Moore. He's working back to the middle. His jump shot can't go. Another offensive rebound, and Jordan Gray this time will be fouled by Kieran Wright. And the Rebels are back to the line yet again. But 2 offensive rebounds, really the downfall for the Hoods on that possession, as Gray is 76% free throw shooter, can't get the first to go. And in fact misses them both. As Ollerin now trying to respond. Kieran Wright to Ollerin, 12 on the shot clock. Ollerin, cross-court pass is stolen away. And goaltending will be the call, as Ollerin hits the backboard on Jordan Gray's layup. So counter basket for Jordan Gray. And Hood's 3rd turnover, yet again proving costly. Right off the ball screen by Adeji to Bayou. Now Ollerin gets the switch with Ethan Price, 10 on the clock. Ollerin driving past Price all the way to the glass, and Victor Ollerin lays it home. Hood's leading scorer. And Child unable to find Jordan Gray, rising from the corner. And the Rebels have their first turnover of the afternoon. Essex have done a good job of looking after the ball this season, only committed 9 turnovers on the road in Newcastle yesterday. Ollerin now, again with the switch on Price, isolation, foul line pull up for Ollerin is short, rebounded by you, but he steps on the line and Essex will get the ball back. 3 minutes gone here as the Rebels lead by 8-5. Price on the right block, working inside, and is fouled on the turnaround. That will be on number 17, Sami Bayou. His first of the afternoon, so 4 early fouls for the Hoods, all 4 on different players. Ethan Price on the line, shooting 66.7% from the line, makes them both lead up to 5. We'll see if Hoods can respond. Hondao and Bayou looking for a 2-man game on the ring, and in trying to split almost a double team, Hondao nowhere to go, comes down with it and travels, and Hoods again with another turnover, their 4th. Essex already having 6 points off the 3 prior turnovers. See if they can add to this here. Child open, right corner 3 is a little long. Hondao pulls down the rebound, and in trying to start transition on himself, he will turn it over. And see what Essex can do with the sideline. See if they go, looks like they're going to go back to the same set they scored from the first play of the game. So Spanish pick and roll coming up. Price with the back screen, and Joshua Moore trying to pop to the 3-point line, turned and will be called for the offensive foul. His first of the afternoon, Essex's first. Essex again just switching everything at the top. Driving layup is no good by Bayou, and Rory Winter now have the ball, finds Child in transition, pump fake, up and in. And the Essex lead is up to 7 here, 4 minutes gone. Ollerin again with the matchup on Price, seems to be a matchup he likes this time, kicks it out to right. Back to Ollerin on the left wing this time. Nowhere to go again on the Rebel switch. Bayou loses the ball, but finds the hands inside of Sami Bayou, and he is able to lay it in. Bayou, one of the youngsters in the Hoods program. Essex working high-low. Ethan Price, a layup is no good. Contested rebound, eventually tipped to by Ben Winter. Rebels open 3 and knocked down Jordan Gray. And the lead again slowly creeping up by the Rebels. Wright off the flare screen, gonna think about the 3, does take it. Kieran Wright unable to go. Hondao with the rebounds. Ollerin now dancing on Gray. Gray keeps him in front, but Ollerin finds the cutting Sami Bayou. And back-to-back baskets for the youngster. Bayou coming in only averaging 4 points a game, so already at his season average. And now Hoods aggressively trying to take Gray away. However, Hondao called for the foul, and with the Hoods being in the penalty, Price splits the pair of free throws. Hoods making changes. Veteran Delaney Powell in, along with Totu Fagbenley. And Rebels getting Lee Hodges into the game, as well as Ben Winter. Powell to Fagbenley, now to Olerin. Olerin cuts back to his left hand, driving layup is good. And Rory Winter now, pull up in transition is good. Winter 12 points a game for the Rebels as Olerin drives again. Unable to get it to go. Fagbenley fighting for the rebound, but Ben Winter manages to pull it down, and the guard now finds his brother in transition. When Ben Winter left all alone, three is off. Offensive rebound, Jordan Gray, his putback is good, and the Rebels back into a 9-point lead. Olerin to Powell in the short corner, and Delaney Powell travels. Trying to come out to the 3-point line, just lost his attention, which pivot foot, and Essex again is arguing, and Ben Winter left open, goes down, stuffs it down, timeout Ben Stanley, and the Hoods defense really switching off, and Ben Winter making them punish, left wide open, and he throws it down, and Essex take a 22-11 lead. 7 minutes gone in the first quarter here at the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. And welcome back to Nottingham, where Essex have taken an early 11-point lead on the Nottingham McDonald's Hoods. Rebels currently shooting 8 of 13 on the afternoon, 61%. Olerin has been the focus point for the Hoods offense, finds Matt Ward-Hibbert, who's just checked in during the timeout. Ward-Hibbert finds Powell wide open on the left wing three, unable to get it to go. Fagbenley nearly tips it home, but Lee Hodges pulls down the rebound, and Rebels again looking to push in transition. Jordan Gray, spin move. Ward-Hibbert gets his hand on it, but it doesn't matter. And a great finish there by Jordan Gray. Now up to 11 points personal. Olerin splits the double team. A layup unable to go. Fagbenley can't tip it home. And Rebels will have a 4-on-3. Gray all the way to the rim, gets the contact from Matt Ward-Hibbert, and Jordan Gray will go back to the foul line, where really is his only struggle of the afternoon has come. Currently 0 of 3 from the line, but the 11 points personal, and Ben Stanley will make a change for the Hoods. As Matt Parker checks in for Kieran Wright. Gray again unable to get the free throw to go. But gets the second, and the lead up to 14 for the Rebels. Matt Ward-Hibbert to Powell. Olerin now. Fagbenley driving on the top, kicks it to Delaney Powell, short corner, 8 on the shot clock. His mid-range 2 is long. And Ben Winter pulls down another rebound. And Rory's brother will go back to him. Gray airballs the three. And Matt Ward-Hibbert will get what has been really a rare Nottingham Hood stop in this quarter. Delaney Powell spins, reverse layup, a little too short, and ball plucked down by Lee Hodges. Roy Winter rejects the screen, finds Gray in the corner. Gray drives baseline, spin is no good. Ethan Price trying to tip it back, and looks like a foul will be called on Delaney Powell. Indeed it is. So a little push, and Ethan Price heading to the line. And Rebels making a sub. Andre Lavinia checking in for the first time this afternoon, wearing 8, replacing Rory Winter, as Ethan Price knocks down the first foul shot. Price 4 of 5 on the line this afternoon. Make that 5 of 6, and the lead and scoring run for the Rebels continues, now up to 16 points into the final 75 seconds here of first quarter. Parker cannot find Fag Bentley down low. Winter now to Gray, finding Price. Hodges down low, knocked away by Fag Bentley. Olerin will come up with it, scoots past Ben Winter. Olerin all the way to the hole. And pressure by Delaney Powell forces Justin Gray into the turnover, and Hoods here trying to get a little momentum to close out the quarter, see if they can get a couple of baskets and a couple of stops. Tolu Babalola now into the game for the Hoods, wearing 43. Delaney Powell driving baseline, finds Matt Parker. His three is airballed short. In fact, 5 now on the shot clock. Oh, shot clock's reset actually. And Matt Ward-Hibbert, long 2 is no good, and Essex come again in transition. Gray looking for Hodges down low. Hood's taken away. Ethan Price cuts the high post. Finds Winter driving on Ward-Hibbert. Dish off to Hodges, jams it home. Lee Hodges with his first points of the afternoon. And Hoods will have 10 seconds here to try and conjure up a score to close the quarter. Parker, given the rejection of the screen, takes it. Hodges to Winter. He will get the three-quarter shot up on the buzzer. Unable to get it to go. And that will end the first quarter here in Nottingham. Nottingham McDonald's Hoods 13, Essex Rebels 29. I'll take a brief break and we'll join you back shortly for the second quarter of action. welcome back to Nottingham Wildcats Arena, the Pauline Pryor Court, and we are ready for second quarter action here as Essex Rebels have jumped out to a 29-13 lead over the Nottingham McDonald's Hoods. Jordan Gray leading all scores with 12 points personal. And story of the tape really, Hoods turnovers and Essex on the foul line. Essex only shot 9 free throws in Newcastle yesterday, 13 in the first quarter. And Wesley Moore into the game, driving layup is no good, but gets his putback, and the Essex lead up to 18. Ward Hibbert to Ollerin, working on Moore, crosses over to his left hand. Tough layup is good. Victor Ollerin now up to 8 points personal, along with 2 assists, so really a contributing factor for all but one basket for the Hoods this afternoon. Ethan Price now driving on Delaney Powell, spin right, step through, and Delaney Powell will send Ethan Price back to the line. Price able to play with the Rebels instead of Ipswich due to the NBL Division 2 season being cancelled. And he will head back to the line for the 4th time this afternoon. And Price makes them both, so now 7 of 8 from the line for Price. 9 points personal, already closing in on his average of 10.7. Ward Hibbert, foul line pull-up is good. Matt Ward Hibbert, 3rd leading scorer for the Hoods on the season, as Ben Winter drives, kicks it out to Moore. Moore loses the handle to Ollerin. Hoods have a 3-on-2 here. Delaney Powell, Moore trying to get back in front of him and is fouled. And Delaney Powell will draw the first defensive foul on the Rebels of the game and head to the line, where he's struggled a little bit this season, shooting only 51.6% from the line. Powell knocks them both down, and it'll be Ben Winter to set the Rebels half-court offense up again. Price now top of the 3-point line. Moore driving into the middle, left-handed runner is good, and a rare bucket for Wesley Moore, only coming in averaging 2 points per game. In fact, it's only 3rd game of the season for the Rebels, who are a little bit short-handed on this road trip. Ollerin cutting to the paint, loses the handle, and both teams, looks like the Rebels will make a sub. Checking in for the first time, Matthew Daisu, wearing 21, will give Ethan Price his first break of the afternoon. So the Rebels now utilising all 10 players, and in fact all 5 players on the court, and all bench lineup for Ross Norfolk and the Rebels. Dessou thinks about the 3, kicks it to Moore, his corner 3 is no good, and the ball eventually rattles around into the hands of Matt Ward Hibbert, who will bring it away. Ward Hibbert thought about backing it up, in fact goes all the way to the hoop, his reverse layup no good though, and it'll be Ben Winter to bring it away in transition. Reverse layup by Daisu is no good. And Babalola tried to save it into the hands of Ward Hibbert, but he could only find Daisu, and he lays it home. But Hoods straight on the other end. Delaney Powell, reverse layup is good. And Delaney Powell notches his second basket of the afternoon. First field goal as Lavinia rejects the screen, gets all the way to the hoop, and Delaney Powell a little bit too late on the help side, cannot block the shot, and an easy layup for Lavinia, who now fouls Matt Parker. That'll be the second team foul on the Rebels, first on Lavinia. And Coach Ben Stanley to his bench once again. Ollerin and Babalola out, replaced by Bayou and Hundal back into the game. Ward Hibbert. Another pull-up jump shot from the elbow, this time off to the right a little bit. Lee Hodges, his third defensive board of the game. And the Rebels have a chance to make this a 20-point contest midway through the quarter. Dayoud blows by Ward Hibbert, misses the layup though. Matt Ward Hibbert, baseball pass out to Hundal. Hundal to Parker. Parker gets Winter in the air. Drive and kick. Hundal cannot get the free to go, however. And Wesley Moore will get it going. And Matt Parker stays upright. And it'll be a Hoods ball, as Matthew Daisu cannot get the layup to go. Hundal now to Ward Hibbert. A lot of room to attack if he wants, but Lee Hodges just sitting in the paint, deterring a drive. Hodges, in fact, gets his hands on the, I think it was a block, but Manpreet Hundal flying in and gets caught on the putback attempt, and he will head to the line. Foul charge to Andre Lavinia, his second. And Lee Hodges will take a break, replaced by Joshua Moore for the Rebels. Hundal makes the first. He hasn't missed a free throw yet this season in league play. And luckily for him, no commentator's curse so far. Knocks the second down. Winter driving baseline cut off, kicks it to Lavinia. Hoods switching the ball screen. Winter blows by the closeout, gets all the way to the hoop, blows the layup. Offensive rebound by Moore, and at the second time of asking, he will be fouled by Manpreet Hundal, his third, and Rebels are back to the foul line once again for a 16th and 17th free throw attempts of the game. Makes them both, and veteran Kieran Wright will replace Hundal on those 3 fouls. Ward Hibbert coming off the stagger screens, curls. Parker unable to find him. Good defense by the Rebels. Winter cuts Delaney Powell off on the baseline, kicks it out. Kieran Wright straight away free, in and out. And Rebels again pushing in transition. More skip pass to Winter, unable to find Moore down low. Powell gambled on the drive, and Lavinia unable to find a connection. But it was a Hoods player that touched out of bounds, I believe Matt Parker. So Rebels baseline ball, 12 on the shot clock. Daisu driving his reverse layup with his right hand, no good, and foul Basket, in fact, is good. I thought we were initially going to call it on the floor, but referee Steve Desmond says in the act of shooting, and unfortunately for all of you at home, you just missed one of the bloopers of the season. Victor Ollerin checking in, deciding he could do through the little advertising hoarding you can see that's in front of the Rebels bunch. The Hoods also have one, but Victor Ollerin decided it wasn't there and went for a little tumble. But he's able to pick himself up, and Matthew Daisu will head to the line to complete the 3-point play. Leaves the free throw short, so Essex with a first 20-point lead, but it's not 20 for long. Matt Ward-Hibbert, no-look pass. And an easy layup for the Hoods. Rebels try and respond in transition, more aggressive, unable to get it to go. Good contest by the rim from the Hoods. Ollerin, skip pass to Ward-Hibbert, extra pass to Parker. Thought about the three, and Hoods lost the advantage. Ollerin now working on Winter, driving to the hoop. Right-hander layup is good. And Victor Ollerin, the first player for the Hoods into double digits. Daisu driving on right, able to get all the way to the glass and lays it home. Another Rebel that hasn't played a lot this season, starting to make an impact. Ollerin, corner three, doesn't take many. Leaves this one a little long, and a tie-up on the rebound between Wesley Moore and Sammy Bayou, and possession arrow in favour of the Hoods, so Bayou will be credited with the rebound, and it'll be Matt Ward-Hibbert to inbound the ball from the baseline. U14, Parker to Ollerin. Ward-Hibbert open, but only because of an illegal screen. That'll be on Bayou. His second, team's fourth, so Essex with a chance to go back to the line yet again, or if the home side commit any more fouls. And Rebels have plenty of time to make that to work. Still 3:40 to go in the first half. Moore driving, but Matt Parker with a little touch on the ball. So Rebels again with an opportunity from the baseline. And Matt Ward-Hibbert takes a break, replaced by Pedro Ellery for the Hoods. Rebels again looking for Spanish pick and roll action. Lavinia, deep three. Unable to, little short, and Parker, offensive rebound, underhand scoop pass to Ellery. Finds Bayou in the paint, turn around over his right shoulder is good. And Sammy Bayou having some impact for the hosts. Cuts his lead to 16. More high arcing three, leaves it well short. Hits nothing, and Victor Ollerin fouled on the pass by Lavinia. That will be his third, and Coach Ross Norfolk for the Rebels immediately points to Tom Child on his bench. That'll be Lavinia checking out, and Rebels now join the Hoods in the penalty for the final 3 minutes of the first half. And in fact, with 3 minutes to go, Coach Ben Stanley decides to take a minute to talk it over, uses his second timeout. We'll take a break here from Nottingham, where the Essex Rebels lead by 16. welcome back to Nottingham, where the Hoods are ready to get us back underway. It'll be Kieran Wright to set up the offence. Ollerin on the back cut. Now Kieran Wright, plenty of time still for the Hoods, 10 on the shot clock. Ollerin, left wing free, deep, knocks it down. And Victor Ollerin continuing his impressive season. Hoods leading scorer, up to 13 points personal. And Ellery will be called for the foul. A little bit too aggressive, reaching in on Wesley Moore. And the Rebels back to the line again. Essex are towards the top end of NBL Division 1 with 3 for attempts, despite their limited foul shots yesterday on the road. Shooting 69% as a team on the season on 20 attempts a game. Moore split the pair and Hoods try and respond. And Wesley Moore commits the foul on the cutting Sami Bayou. And it'll be the Hoods this time to the line for their 5th and 6th attempts of the afternoon. Bayou's first rims out, but he is having a strong afternoon. Nearly already doubled his season average in points and rebounds from the first half, but leaves the second free throw short. And Daisu will bring the ball away for the Rebels. Wright nearly gets his hands on it, but Daisu up, blocked by Ollerin, but offensive rebound falls into the hands of Joshua Moore, and he puts it down. Hoods now tried a long pass. Ollerin gets it to go. Ollerin wanting the foul on Moore, but referees both in agreement that Moore was straight up in his cylinder. Skip pass. Moore eventually finds Tom Child, and he will palm the ball and get called for the carry. And a really rare turnover for the Rebels, only their 6th of the afternoon. And Hoods again have a chance to cut into this deficit that once was 20, could be as low as 11. But Ellery throws the ball away. Child to Winter. Winter pump fake, gets Ollerin in the air. And Ben Winter lays it home. The lead 16 into the final minute, near enough here. Kieran Wright. Ball swings to Ollerin. Ollerin drive and kick. Wright. 3 is good. And Hoods finally starting to connect a little bit from the perimeter. Kieran Wright's second triple of the afternoon. Rebels swing the ball, unable to find anything, so Daisu keeps the ball driving. Little fade away is good though. And both teams look like they'll have one offense left in the first half. Final 30 seconds. Wright just made one. Makes another. Kieran Wright. Big spark for the Hoods, but lead down to 12, but Essex will be able to hold for the final shot. And it'll be Ben Winter that sets the offense up. It looks like it'll be Josh Moore coming up for the screen. Another Spanish pick and roll here. Winter, back pass to Child, wide open 3, rims out. Little bit of time left, 3 seconds. Ollerin from the half had some time, hits the shot clock, and that will do it. And a little bit of a disagreement. And we'll get a 10-minute half time here in Nottingham, so we will take a quick break but be back with you in about 5 minutes. here from the Pauline Pryor Court half-time. Nottingham McDonald's Hoods 40, Essex Rebels 52. and would like to welcome you back to Nottingham as we get ready for second half NBL Division 1 men's action between the Nottingham McDonald's Hoods and the Essex Rebels. Rebels leading by 12 at the half. Just to have a quick chance to take you through some first half stats. Kieran Wright had only made 1 free on the entire league season till today. It is only his 4th game, but 3 triples, including 2 at the end of the half, have given Hoods just a glimmer of hope. Here, Wright 3 of 6 from downtown for his 9 points personal. Sami Bayou 6 points, 5 rebounds. And as always for the Hoods, Victor Ollerin continuing his hot scoring start to the season. 15 points personal along with 3 assists. As for the Rebels, Jordan Gray, who saw limited court time in the second quarter, leads all scorers with 12 points on 5 of 8 shooting. And Ethan Price with 9 points, 7 of which coming from the foul line. For the Rebels, as both teams heading back to their benches for final preparations. Rebels shooting 50% from the floor in that first half, 19 of 38, despite only shooting 1 of 10 from downtown. The Rebels, normally a productive 3-point shooting team, came in shooting a 36% from 3, which was 3rd in the NBL, and leading all teams in makes at 10.6 per game. So Hoods have done a relatively good job of keeping the Rebels quiet from there, but inside play by Hodges, Price, offensive rebounds and foul trouble all contributing to some of the Hood struggles in the first half. Rebels with 34 points in the paint and 13 from the line, so just a 1 mid-range jump shot and 1 free. For Essex, reminded they are on the end of a back-to-back, having gone down to a 100-85 point defeat in Newcastle last night, the team having stayed up in the northeast before travelling down this afternoon to Nottingham on their way home. And both sets of players ready to head onto the floor. For the Rebels, it will be Price, Hodges, Child, Gray, and I believe it's Rory Winter on the far side. And for the Hoods, Ollerin, Hundal, Bayou, Harpreet and Wright, so the starting 5 as immediately Rebels get on the board. Just talked about Gray being quiet in the second quarter, not in the third. Immediate drive and score, so Gray 14 points personal. Lead that exact number as well. Hundal to Ollerin, corner 3 is a little long. Rebound pulled down by Rory Winter. His first of the afternoon, and his drive, he is fouled. Foul is called on 11. Manpreet Hundal, his 4th. And warning for the Hoods players, or coach, not quite sure who got the warning, but certainly one given for a little bit dissent on the foul. Winter left wide open, corner 3, unable to go. Ethan Price pulled down the rebound, dropped it, but it came off the foot of Bruce Adeji, and Rebels will have another baseline ball. Winter unable to connect on the great look, see if Rebels can get another one here. Looks like the same set. Winter again, wide open, corner 3, this time no mistake. Rory Winter knocks down his 2nd field goal of the afternoon. The Rebels' second leading score of all players available in action this afternoon, with Sam Newman out injured, knocks it down. Right, his free and able to go. Ollerin tried to reverse layup because of the presence of Hodges, left it a little short, and Essex will come down with it. Hodges on the block to Price, cutting in from the high post. Right-handed drive and finish for Ethan Price gets him into double digits for the afternoon, and the lead up to 19. Ollerin kicks it out, extra pass. 3 is up and no good. Ollerin gets his hand on it, but no other Hoods players crashing the glass, and Essex able to come down with the easy defensive board. Ball into Hodges in the post, driving on the baseline on Bayou. Big mismatch there for Hodges, and he will be fouled, and Rebels are back to the line. Third personal foul on Bayou, and having picked up his fourth, Manpreet Hondal to the bench, replaced by Delaney Powell for the Hoods. Hodges unable to get the first to go, does make the second, and the lead back up to 20, the highest, joint highest it has been all game. Ollerin to Bayou, his layup is good, and Essex trying to push the ball in transition. They're saying it was tipped, and the referee saying it wasn't, so Nottingham with the ball again. Right to Adeji. Right, thinking about the free, does take it. Hodges a little bit late out on the switch. Ollerin goes flying on the baseline, but rebound was pulled in by Bayou. Bayou on Hodges, 6 on the shot clock, kicks it out to Adeji. He's going to drive. Lane opens up, driving layup, and is fouled. Believe that'll be, oh no, foul is on Ethan Price. Caught him as he gathered the ball, and Bruce Adeji with a chance to complete the 3-point play. Which he does. Gray working the right hand side, got room to go from the isolation, knocked away, ball into the hands of Winter, made 1 free already this half. Rory Winter makes another, second triple of the afternoon for Winter. Right, drive and kick. Nowhere to go for Bayou. Adeji rejects the screen, finds right, left wing 3. Chases Price off the closeout, and he gets it back. 5 seconds to go. Wright's going to have to force it up. Well contested by Winter, and Ethan Price will pull down the defensive board. Child back to left hand, unable to get it to go, but a really pretty move by Tom Child. And Hoods out in transition. Ollerin all the way around, blocked by Ethan Price at the rim. Ollerin trying to get the big man moving, but the length of Ethan Price enough to get a hand on it. And Winter trying to connect with Hodges down low, but just a little bit too much on it. And Rebels commit their 8th turnover of the afternoon. Right, this time trying to drive, baseline knocked loose, and the referee calls a jump ball. tied up there by Jordan Gray, and Coach Ben Stanley with the lead at 20 has seen enough and will use a timeout with 5:51 to go. Essex 63, Nottingham McDonald's Hoods 43. Welcome back to Nottingham, where Hoods are going to have 8 seconds on the shot clock to work after Coach Ben Stanley's timeout. See what he's drawn up. Olerin, plenty of room to work, 3 seconds. Don't think Hoods see the shot clock, indeed they don't. And yeah, in fact, Coach Ben Stanley didn't realise it was 8 seconds after the shot clock, and he immediately owns up to the error. And Essex will have a chance to make this the biggest lead of the game. Child, Hodges going to post up on Bayou. Bayou trying to get in front and round him and knocks it away. Diving effort by the youngster. And we'll just have a quick delay as we need the court drying here. Rebels will have 9 seconds to work from the baseline. It'll be Tom Child on the inbound. See if Essex go back to this play to get Rory Winter another corner 3. Indeed they do. Winter again wide open. This time a little short. Big rebound by Jordan Gray, and he is fouled on the putback attempt. Foul, believe, on Victor Olerin. That is his second of the afternoon. And Gray, 76% free throw shooter, to the line for 2. Different end of the basket, sorry, different end of the arena, different basket, and a different result for Gray. Knocking down both his free throws, having struggled in the first half. Now he gets the steal on the skip pass by Olerin. Hood's able to get up, get back and break it up. Winter's free is long. Ethan Price, offensive board, finds Tom Charles. His free is good, so no good. And Jordan Gray, another offensive rebound. This time gets the putback to go. And quick 4 points for Gray in the second half. Delaney Powell's turnaround jump shot, a little long. And Rebels again working in the post. Bayou and Hodges both on the floor. I think Bayou slipped a little bit and then took Hodges with him. And looks like both players are up and okay. But we'll need the floor here drying again on the Pauline Pryor court. And it'll be Rory Winter to trigger the inbound for the Rebels. 14 now on the shot clock. Gray rejects the screen, finds Winter, pump fake, corner 3, finds Tom Child wide open, straight away 3. Hodges, rebound, putback is no good in fact, and Hodges up at the second time, ball rims out. Hodges can't quite believe that it didn't drop, but he will head back to the charity stripe for the second time this afternoon. And Rebels 25th and 26th free throw attempts of the afternoon coming up. Team that normally averaged 20.5 free throw attempts, indeed making up for the lack of attempts yesterday. Hodges gets the second to go, and the lead is up to 26 for the Rebels. This quarter 17-3 so far for the visitors. Olerin driving in, kicks it back out to right, thinks about the three, puts it on the floor, drops it off to Matt Ward-Hibbert, and Matt Ward-Hibbert, who has been quiet this afternoon, knocks down his first triple, second field goal of the afternoon. And again, Hoods being active in the post. Olerin ties up Lee Hodges, or really the other way around. Olerin got his hands on the ball and Hodges, in grabbing hands on the ball, all but picked up Victor Olerin. And the Rebels will get the baseline ball. Different set for the Rebels, thrown out long to Price. Price kick out to Gray, tries to skip it across to Child, but a little bit too far out in front. And Hoods will get the stop. And they'll see if they can claw into this deficit once again. Babalola to Olerin. Uses the ball screen. Back out to the weak side with Kieran Wright. Wright, pull up 3 behind the screen and knocks it down. Kieran Wright, 4th triple of the afternoon. Now 4 of 10 from downtown. Remind, he had only made the 1 before this. Gray tries to find Winter in the corner, turns it over. Ward-Hibbert, 3 is short. Gets his own rebound, knocked away I think by Babalola. Kicks it to Wright. Can he make a second triple in succession? No, he can't. And Ethan Price will pull down the rebound, and Rebels, seeing that momentum had pulled back towards the Hoods, decide to slow it down, see if they can get something out of the half-court offense. Price, hand off with Gray, back to Rory Winter. Child now off the pick and roll. Lane opens up and he just lays it home. Parting of the seas by the Hoods defence, and Child's able to walk down the middle of the lane. Babalola with the screen. Wright coming back to use it for a second time. Wright trying to find Ward-Hibbert on a reverse pass, but too short. Tom Child picks it off. He is driving and is fouled. And that'll be on Victor Olerin, his 3rd of the afternoon. And he will take a break along with Kieran Wright. Coming in for the Hoods, Parker and Hundau checking back in on 4. Joshua Moore checking in for Essex, replacing Ethan Price as well, as Tom Child knocks down the first free throw. Child struggling a little bit from the line this season, just at 57%, but doesn't matter on this occasion. And coach Ross Norfolk going back to the bench. Child coming out, replaced by Ben Winter. So both Rory and Ben onto court for the Rebels into the final 2 minutes nearly of the quarter that has been dominated by the visiting side. Hundao, baseline, trying to find Park in the opposite corner, but picked off by Moore, driving, kicks it off, dishes it off to Moore, and he lays it home with ease. And the gap back up to 26 again for the Rebels. Corner 3 is up. Contested rebound, knocked out of bounds by Lee Hodges. So Hoods will have a sideline ball. And Andre Lavinia checking into the game, replacing Jordan Gray. And it'll be Matt Ward-Hibbert that will trigger the inbound into Delaney Powell. Almost caught him off guard. Ward-Hibbert now working off the weak side, clears room for Powell. His drive to Babalola. Hoods keep possession, but a little bit sloppy. Hundao tries to spin baseline, loses the handle and steps out of bounds. Hoods been a little bit better looking after the ball this half, but still their 14th turnover of the game. Rebels punishing that for 18 points so far. Lavinia looking for Hodges in the post. It's going to take the face-up jump shot, a little short. Matt Ward-Hibbert pulls down his 4th rebound of the afternoon and tried to find Babalola cutting to the hoop, but just a little bit too much on it. And Babalola a little shaken up, but he is okay to continue. And it'll be Roy Winter to bring the ball up into the final minute. Hodges looking for Ben. Ben splits the pick and roll. More pump fake, driving. Can he find an outlet? Indeed he does. Eventually into Lavinia's hands. 4 on the shot clock. Working on Ward-Hibbert. Broken up by Parker. Lavinia throws it towards the rim, and that'll be a 24-second violation for the Rebels. First of the afternoon, and really one of the few times in this contest that Hoods have forced Rebels to use the full shot clock. The going has been a little bit easy. See if Hoods can get a quick 2 for 1 up. Parker doesn't take the 3. Delaney Powell now driving in all the way to the hoop. Contact, layup is good, and Delaney Powell will have a chance for a 3-point play. Foul on 12, that is Joshua Moore, his 2nd. And Delaney Powell with a chance to complete the 3-point play, which he does. Powell still perfect on the line for the Hoods this afternoon, 3 of 3. And see if Rebels run this all the way down for the last shot. Ball into the mid-block. Hodges skips it. Extra pass to Winter, and Rebels, in fact, do not use the full shot clock, and the Hoods, after Moore deflects the ball out of bounds, will have 6.4 seconds here to close the quarter. Matt Ward-Hibbert looks like he's going to go all the way. Stops, little pull-up is off. Just rolling around the rim and couldn't quite get it to go, and that will be the end of the 3rd quarter action. A really big quarter for the Rebels once again, winning it 12 points to 23, and with 10 minutes to go it is a 23-point lead. Essex 75, Nottingham's 52. And both teams heading out onto the Pauline Pryor court for fourth quarter action. Here in Nottingham, it'll be Delaney Powell that will trigger the inbound to get us underway. Essex looks set to snap a 3-game losing skid and get back into playoff contention. Hundau to Parker, back to Hundau. Lavinia in the air twice. Parker dishes it down low, and Hood's finally getting some points on the interior. It's Totu Fag-Bentley back into the game, who we haven't seen in a long while, getting the layup to go. The Hood slowly trying to creep into this deficit. Lavinia's free is off to the right. Lavinia with a rare miss from downtown, coming in shooting 52% from 3 on the season. Shooting 3.5 attempts from downtown a game. As Delaney Powell's pull-up is no good, and it'll be Ben Winter with the rebound and push in transition. Finds Lavinia. His free again, unable to drop. Now working the baseline, kicks it out, opposite corner, 3 is good. And Joshua Moore knocks it down. Rebels full of perimeter shooting. Moore, his first triple of the afternoon, I believe, but coming in again shooting 46%. In fact, yeah, his first attempt of the afternoon, as Parker pump fakes on the 3, kicks it to Ward Hibbert, straight away 3 is good. And Matt Ward Hibbert up to 8 points personal, his second triple of the afternoon. Hood's back to within 20. Now we get a stop, but Daisu slows down the transition. Parker again, pump fake, 20-foot jump shot is good. And the Hoods now starting to find a bit of offensive fluidity. And even if the game's done, no Ben Stanley will be wanting to try to build on that, having had some struggles the past couple of weeks as they build into next weekend. But Rebels give and go, and Rory Winter able to get all the way to lay it home. He's the third Rebel into double digits this afternoon. Hundau to Parker. Parker calling for the ball screen by Fag-Bentley. Fag-Bentley doesn't really roll, doesn't give a lot of options. Ward Hibbert has to force the 3 and leaves it short. And you can just see Parker there wanting Fag-Bentley to be a little bit more aggressive on the roll, as Rebels and Coach Ross Norfolk make a change. Wesley Moore into the game, replacing Rory Winter. That'll be Andre Lavinia getting the Rebels half-court offense up. Ward Hibbert nearly comes up with the steal. Moore, jab, step and drive, tries to kick it back out, but Fag-Bentley gets his hand on it. Hood's going to push. Fag-Bentley to Ward Hibbert, wide open 3, knocks it down. Matt Ward Hibbert back-to-back 3s in a short span. And the lead down to 17, a little run by the Hoods. Daisu's 3 is no good. Rebound pulled down by Hundau, and he's going to throw it long to Delaney Powell, and Joshua Moore has nothing to do but to foul him. Great find. And Moore saying he got all ball, but referee Steve Desmond saying you got a bit of the arm as well, and Delaney Powell back to the line for his 4th and 5th attempts of the afternoon, where he's yet to miss. And the lead that was 26 at one point is down to 15. Maybe we could see the Big Mac comeback as Essex throw it away. Winter unable to connect with Lavinia, and Ross Norfolk, seeing the momentum change, uses his first timeout of the entire afternoon. And with 6:41 to go, maybe there is a little bit of a comeback opportunity here for the Nottingham McDonald's Hoods, who currently lead the fourth quarter 12-4. Welcome back to Nottingham, where the Hoods are trying to make a big fourth quarter comeback. Currently leading the fourth quarter by 8, and the 26-point lead that the Essex Rebels once had is down to 15. And Delaney Powell, blowing by Ben Winter, cuts it to 13, and all of a sudden Rebels might be just trying to hold on to complete the weekend, as Hundow nearly comes up with a steal, but that opens up the driving lane for Joshua Moore, but he blows the layup. It was a wide open layup for Moore, but unable to get it to go, and Ward Hibbert, having made 2 threes in the quarter, puts another one up, but leaves it a little short, and Andre Lavinia will come away with it. Lavinia working on Hundow. Euro step layup is good defense by Hundow, keeping him in front, but Lavinia able to go up and over, as Powell again aggressive to the hoop and head back to the line. Not quite sure who the foul was on, but whoever it is not in foul trouble. It's his first of the afternoon, second team foul of the Rebels, and Delaney Powell back to the line. And his fine afternoon continues, 6 of 6 from the line. Powell only came in averaging 3.5 attempts per game. Misses the second, however, and Rebels eventually come down with the rebound. Joshua Moore throws it ahead to Wesley Moore, and Hoods again active, getting their hands on it, but Matt Parker can't quite save it in front of us. And it'll be Matthew Daisu to inbound the ball, and he throws it away. Frag Bentley, Euro step layup. However, he blows it, and it'll be Daisu, having turned the ball over, to push it in transition. Lavinia thinks about the corner three and instead drops his foot onto the line. And with the game closing down, Ross Norfolk going back to his starting group. Jordan Gray now checking in. For the Rebels, Fag Bentley to Ward Hibbert. Ward Hibbert was left alone, but now is going to drive on the closeout. Kicks it back out to Powell. 8 on the shot clock. Powell, isolation, spins back to his left, and Fag Bentley tried to kick it out on the rebound. Instead, if he'd gone up, he would be to the foul line, as Lavinia fouled him, his 4th of the contest. And instead, Hoods will have the end line ball. New 14-second shot clock. Delaney Powell to Hundow, himself playing on those 4 personal fouls. Powell going to drive, spin this time to his right. Layup is good for Delaney Powell. And suddenly, it's a 12-point game all of a sudden. Winter to Lavinia, and he makes no mistake from the 3. And Coach Ben Stanley, unhappy with the Hoods transition defense, has to use a timeout with the lead again at 15. But Hoods still have a little bit of hope in this fourth quarter as there's still 5 minutes to go. Trailing 69 to 84 with Essex in a little bit of foul trouble. And both coaches a little bit unhappy. Ross Norfolk really getting after his Rebels players as well in this timeout. Rebels set to host the Worthing Thunder next Sunday at the Essex Sports Arena. And currently the plan is for the Hoods to travel to Thames Valley, but told that game is potentially in doubt with Uxbridge College perhaps being used for a COVID testing centre, so keep your eyes peeled for that. As the Rebels first on the floor out of the timeout. And it'll be Delaney Powell that'll get us going once again after that big three by Andre Lavinia. Rebels have struggled from downtown today. 4 of 22 on the afternoon. The Hoods 8 of 26. Delaney Powell aggressive in the fourth. Again driving. This time kicks out to Ward Hibbert. He blows by Lavinia. Ward Hibbert into his favourite spot. His step back, however, just rattles off the rim, and it'll be Jordan Gray to bring the ball out. Ben Winner driving on the baseline, blocked, I think, by Fagbenley, but Rebels with the rebound, and Delaney Powell just catches Jordan Gray, and he will commit his fourth personal foul of the afternoon. And Rebels have the sideline ball. See if they go back into this sideline set they've used so often this afternoon. Indeed they do. So it'll be Jordan Gray. This time gets deep, kicks it out. Ball swung to the top. Three is no good by Ben Winter. Essex another offensive rebound. And Joshua Moore able to lay it home. Contact, I believe, was Totu Fagbenley. Indeed it was. And Joshua Moore heading to the line for the fifth time this afternoon. And he is the fourth Rebel into double digits. Indeed, completes the three-point play. So 11 points, 7 rebounds for Joshua Moore, I believe, on the afternoon. And the Hoods comeback seems to have ran to a stop, but Delaney Powell again blowing right by Ben Winter, gets all the way to the hoop. And Delaney Powell now takes over scoring for the Hoods this afternoon. 16 points for him. Moore's free off to the left, but another Rebels offensive rebound. Lavinia deep three. Leaves it a little short, and Matt Ward Hibbert will pull it down and eventually find Delaney Powell. .320 to go. See if Delaney Powell likes this matchup. Indeed he does. Again aggressive. This time pull-up jump shot is good. And if Hoods can take anything away from this attempted comeback, it's get Delaney Powell more touches, but the transition defense breaks down once again. Same result. Andre Lavinia wide open three made, and Delaney Powell again, right drive, pull-up jump shot. Both defenses have kind of collapsed in the last couple of minutes. Hoods again collapse, and this time Hoods find the easy layup. Wesley Moore with it, and all of a sudden it's turned into Delaney Powell versus Essex Rebels transition offense. See what happens. Powell sizing Winter up, spins left, driving, and Jordan Gray there a little bit too late, will be called for the blocking foul. And Delaney Powell back to the line. Looks like Jordan Gray in a little bit of pain. Hopefully he's all right. And indeed he is up and back on his feet. Looks like just got caught a little bit down low, and just referee's just giving him a little bit of time to catch a breather. And Delaney Powell back to the line for 2. Gray getting into the paint, spinning back to left, realised he missed it, tried to chase down the rebound, but Kieran Wright, who just checked in, coming back. Ward Hibbert this time tries to spin, loses the handle, and Rebels will come up in transition, and Kieran Wright commits the blocking foul, so Hood's not in the penalty, so good foul there by Wright to slow down the transition without committing the unsportsmanlike. And looks like, despite the Hood's comeback attempt, Rebels will close this one out as we're just about into the final 2 minutes. Rebels with 16-point lead, and again the Hood's defense just parted on the hesitation dribble, and Rebels leading scorer Jordan Gray all the way to the hoop for the layup, up to 20 points personal, 8 of 12 shooting, along with 9 rebounds for Gray, as Wright 3 in and out, and another rebound for Gray, so give him the double-double on the afternoon. Rebels again pushing in transition. Lavinia stepping on the line, and Hoods will get a stop, and with this game seemingly done, Coach Ben Stanley pulling Matt Ward Hibbert off and giving a rare appearance to Elijah Adebambo. His 3rd appearance of the season, only played 8 minutes so far for the Hoods on the year. And Hoods will close out with a mixture of youth and experience. It's Kieran Wright now sizing up Gray. Hoods shot clock low, jump shot is good by Bayou. Was a 2 just inside the 3-point line on the far side. And Rebels will have probably what is their 2nd or 3rd last possession of the game. Wright knocks the ball away. However, still be Essex possession, 12 on the shot clock. And Delaney Powell, having had a great last 10 minutes of action, will be done for the afternoon. So 21 points for Delaney Powell on the afternoon in just 26 minutes of action. Gray still with the ball at top, 5 on the clock, going to drive on Wright, Euro step, and Adebambo gets his hands in there and believe, yeah, indeed he was. Gray in his steps, so he will head back to the line for the 8th and 9th free throw attempts of the day. 30th and 31st for the Rebels. And Rebels now shooting 73% from the line. Leaves the 2nd short, however, so maybe the one flaw you can not just Jordan Gray for this afternoon is his free throw shooting, 4 of 9. But outside of that, he's been exceptional. Wright trying to find the cutting Adebambo, turns it over. Hood's out in transition, good defense, and Gray forced to shoot it. It looked like it came off the shot clock, but referee's happy it didn't hit anything. Play allowed to continue. Hood's push in transition, and foul will be called on Wesley Moore, his 3rd. And it will be Sami Bayou with a chance to get into double digits, currently on 8.7 rebounds for the Hoods. Take this time to thank all of you joining us on the live stream this afternoon. And Bayou indeed able to get into double digits, knocking down both free throws. And Essex will have to shoot here with about a 1.5 second shot clock game clock differential. No fouls to give as well, so see what the Rebels can do. Lavinia forced to put the ball on the deck. Scoop layup no good, and Hoods a long out in transition will take advantage of the shot clock. And Bruce Adeji lays it home on the buzzer, but a little bit too much. A little bit too late for the Hoods, whose last 12-13 minute comeback falls way short. Hoods win the fourth quarter 30-20, but fall to an 82-95 point defeat here at the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. Rebels will move to 3-6 on the season, snapping the 3-game losing streak. Hoods now drop to 2-8, where they join, or still joining 4 teams on 2 losses in the league. Rebels move up to join the Loughborough Riders on 3 wins and just 1 win behind the playoff places. And they'll have a chance to do that next week as they play the 8th placed Worthing Thunder at the Essex Sports Arena next Sunday afternoon. I believe part of a double header at the Essex Arena, with the Essex Rebels WBBL team also in action against the Durham Palatinites, and the Hoods hopefully able to play their game against Thames Valley. And just before we sign off, we'll take you quickly through the final box score. Victor Ollerin didn't really play the last 12-13 minutes for the Hoods. 15 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Simi Bayou 10 points, 7 rebounds, and then Delaney Powell with that big fourth quarter, 21 points to lead all scorers. Also on 21 points, this time for the Rebels, Jordan Gray, along with 10 rebounds, 3 assists and 2 steals, and led the team with a plus 29 plus the minus in 24 minutes of action. Rebels got 5 players into double digits, Ethan Price and Joshua Moore both on 11 points, and Moore pulling down 7 rebounds along with 3 steals as well, and Rory Winter and Andre Lavinia both knocking down 2 triples on the way to 10 points personal. And that will do us here from the Nottingham Wildcats Arena. Hoods back in action, hopefully at home in a couple of weeks' time. So make sure you are subscribed to make sure you don't miss the game, because with everything going on, game schedule is changing thick and fast. But final score here from Nottingham McDonald's Hoods 82, Essex Rebels 95. And once again, thank you all for joining us.